Hello and welcome again. This is Quit Sleeping. So wake up, people. How you guys doing today? I wanted to talk about the geoengineering phenomena slash chemtrails slash aerosol spraying programs. There's a lot of other names for it. Cloud seeding, weather manipulation, programs where jets are dropping chemicals through aerosol applications, for many different reasons. Okay. I got turned on to the phenomena like about 4 years ago now. Pretty much when I first moved up to this area. I live above Lake Oroville, which, if you don't know, Lake Oroville is a dammed rivers, multiple rivers, the Feather River, and multiple branches of the Feather River come into that area, and then they dammed it up, which is now Lake Oroville, and provides water for a good part of our state, as well as parts of Arizona, I believe. So all this water that comes up from the mountains is the watershed that provides water to Los Angeles and these other areas. Because of that, I believe that's the reason why there's been a lot of activity, especially in this area, and why a lot of these programs go on is to protect watershed, to protect natural resources, or not. I shouldn't say protect, because it does the opposite, but it's to ensure these resources for certain individuals. So the reason I'm making this video today is mainly for the people in the Chico Sky Watch group, because I'll be going to the meeting later today with you guys, and I wanted to come at you with a few different angles on this. Okay, for one, you notice I try not to use the term chemtrail, because I think it's self-defeating. It's one of those terms that they've turned into a bad term that associates people with kooks, conspiracies, whatnot. Okay, so I would first say try to avoid using this word. Okay, other than maybe for description, we go immediately into other applications, because, like I said, this is being used for multiple things, whether it be cloud seeding, weather manipulation. They can cause lightning with this technology. They can actually manipulate and start hurricanes with this technology. They can, create just basically cloud formations or cloud cover, haze that will block UVs, that cuts down on global warming, quote unquote. So there's a lot of different things, and so I think the way you word it is huge. I also think presentation is a big deal. Okay. Try to simplify and focus on the areas that everybody can agree on. Okay. Try to avoid going into the areas that are not really, you can't really prove for sure. Okay. Because that is going to turn a lot of people away, and you want to get people in the front door, and that's the most important thing about this. I've developed a list of all the evidence that I have come up with, and documentaries. I call it the ultimate geoengineering / weather modification evidence and coverage. Okay, and so I got the links down below here. The first one is the documentary that I'm sure you've all seen, is What in the World They Spraying, which is a great documentary. It shows the conference where they had the geoengineering scientists proposing the plans, and the things that they're proposing in there we're seeing happening above us right now already. They're in the testing phase, and they've admitted that. We've got the video with Rosalind Peterson, who started the California Skywatch. She was the USDA crop loss adjuster and started to research this phenomena, and a lot of evidence in there. Then we've got Discovery Channel covers geoengineering / chemtrails. They had a whole little show on this phenomenon. Then we got the document from the Council on Foreign Relations website proposing geoengineering and different wordings about that. I have another site below that, which is all the patents that have to do with the applications that they're using to spray the aerosols, the aerosol spraying. So I've got all the patents to show people this is real, people. You know, this is actually they've filed patents and it's happening. Okay. And then we got the Mount Shasta news article proving that PG&E was cloud seeding over Mount Shasta. You know, and most people don't even believe that cloud seeding actually happens. Like, that's way old technology. And anybody that's been in the agricultural business or you know, in the military under certain, you know, Air Force kind of positions know about that. It's, you know, it's old school. I mean, this started like way back in Vietnam era. Then we've got an article from NASA website showing that clouds caused by jets are warming the planet. So it's showing that these clouds, again, you don't have to argue with people about the fine details. Let's just get the simplest part. Let's get their foot in the door and make them realize that there are these things that are happening from jets that are causing, you know, global warming to be worse, or, you know, quote unquote, or it's you know, that these things are, you know, lasting and causing the air to change. And there's a video, or the next article is actually a satellite image from NASA showing all the contrails covering the United States and how bad this really is. Okay, that alone will get you really woken up. Then we've got also German television clips that cover geoengineering wide in the open. You know, another country that has less restrictions on certain things and just a different point of view. They actually went up in jets and stuff and videotaped them doing these things. We got an NBC news clip covering geoengineering and the health effects that it causes. We got the Guardian covering how Los Angeles seeks cloud seeding company to produce more water, which is like what I was saying is I know for a fact that Los Angeles is funding the projects that are happening up here because they have the main use for our water here. And, you know, we know that there's been, you know, some drought in the last couple years, and Los Angeles is in an area where it's always using more and more water because everybody is, you know, just leisurely using tons of water, and water is one of the biggest parts of this. Okay, so don't get it twisted. Then we got BBC covering global dimming and the causes, and they're saying that jet trails are a big part of this global dimming. So we've got like, you know, the globe in general actually cutting down on light because of these things. So it shows that. We've got a local news, actually, I think it's actually kind of around the Bay Area, confirming that there is barium in the water, believed to be caused by these jet trails. We've got House Bill HR 2977 admitting to chemtrails. Okay, and so I show the actual bill, and you can go down there, and it actually says chemtrails in there. So just kind of like another recognition by the official sources that these things are real. And then we've got, I've got a link to Chico Skywatch also on there, which, you know, is great, and you guys keep updating that site. Okay, and then one of the best things that I found to prove the weather modification side of this stuff, which is, I believe, the foot in the front door part. I found a website which I learned from through a YouTube video where a guy randomly comes by this place. It's in North or South Dakota, in Fargo, North Dakota. Sorry. So I looked up this place. I found their website. I found their address and everything. So I've got a listing with, you know, a link to their website and their address. Okay, and actually, I'm going to go on the website right now just to show everybody what it's talking about. Okay, so this place is called Weather Modification Incorporated. Okay, this is what they do. And so they have a listing of all the programs that they have going on in the world, and they're all over the world. Okay, let me list all the projects they got going on.